right? There seems to be this, I think, misperception about what modern Nazism looks like compared to what we've thought of it as historically. And it's causing, I think, a lot of the debates to get cluttered right now. And so I just want to do this quick piece to just sort of give people a better understanding of what I understand Nazism is. And so when I did some more research, I kind of learned that most of us kind of got sold a stories surrounding these characters like Hitler and Goebbels and things like that. But it's way more complicated. And the Nazi movement always used sort of buffer and characters, I guess you could say, icons as their leaders, and they hid the actual leadership. And so most people don't really know where the actual Nazis went. We're always told about people like von Braun and then Schreiber and things like that, but there's way, way, way more going on, especially when you look deeper into Operation Paperclip. And so, as far as I can tell, what modern Nazis have done is what we all saw back in World War II. They just shifted gears. And now what they attempt to do is to blend into the media, blend into social justice movements, especially ones that are close to the left and close to liberal movements. They then muddy the waters and confuse all the narratives aggressively to where people don't really even understand what liberals or Democrats or anybody really are. And as a person that historically identified as pretty liberal, I don't know if I was that way, guys, but, I tended to lean more towards the Democrats because I was always surrounded by, things that involve the Democrats, okay? And, that's just part of my experience growing up. I grew up in D.C. My father was serving under a Democratic Senator Warren Magnuson, and so when that happens, you're just more, I guess you could say, you've been exposed to that side more, and what they sell you a rendition of what they are that they're not really. And so what I've been able to determine is that these people that we kind of prop up as the modern, liberal intelligentsia, like the Bidens and the Obamas and the maybe less Obama and more like the guys like Biden and Hillary Clinton. And you just find that they have these sort of suspect connections to guys like Robert C. Byrd, apologizing for him and his, history with the Ku Klux Klan, while simultaneously selling us all on this cancel culture and telling us all that we need to accept their version of, equality and, what it means to sort of balance things out. And so, what I would like to tell you guys is there's so many things going on in the world right now where they're muddying the waters about calling this person a Nazi and that person a Nazi. And so I just wanted to offer this as another alternative for you to consider, that in my research, Nazis are much closer to things that are social justice movements. They're trying to blend in aggressively to things that would be closer to the people and what the people's rights are. And then they can create complete inversions of these things and merge all of those movements into the larger corporate base where we're all losing. The real estate prices are going up, and you're going to notice that the people that are part of these social justice movements, they're not actually losing. They're kind of thriving right now. And so you need to take a closer look at what's really going on the streets right now, because the people that are doing the right thing, the people that are just trying to sort things out and work amongst each other, they're suffering right now. Their prices are increasing. Their rents are going up 40%. They're oftentimes being left homeless. The channels, like right now within the media, for those of us who are in the alt media circles, we're getting suspended or canceled for talking about subjects that are, just part of the public debate and just need to be discussed intelligently. That's consistent with Nazism. That's consistent with true fascism. But they're going to tell you that the people that right now who are caring and concerning and patriotic, or just want to see, their fellow man and woman thrive in this society, and that, we're not just looking out for ourselves in the classic sense. We're trying to gain a little bit of awareness about things. They'll attack these venues aggressively. You're seeing it with the different media people who are just open to different perspectives. If you won't accept the narrative they're going to cancel you. Okay, that's fascism. That's Nazism. And it's happening in front of us with this larger narrative, with everything, with this illness and this pandemic. It is all classic corruption of vibratory frequencies as language to confuse narratives. I'm letting you know this, guys, because I'm telling you, I used to vote in that direction because I thought it was the right thing to do. And I don't know about voting and parties and everything like that overall, guys. It's not really about politics. It's to help you understand that in the United States, we barely have an understanding of who the real Nazis are. And so when you see the media try to present people like in the Ukraine and Russia and different parts of Europe, where they're starting to, and even in Canada right now with the convoy, where they're showing up with Confederate flags or Nazi symbols, things of that nature in various, I'm not sure they've done the Nazi thing there yet, but they've definitely done that in other areas. And this is classic Nazism, where the Nazis will pretend, okay, to be a rigid patriot or conservative or a person that's actually caring about the country and act as if patriotism is Nazism. That's the inversion. That's the corruption, okay? It confuses you because it's a mirror of a mirror. You're going, wait, who are the Yeah, it's the, quote, liberal pretending to be a, quote, conservative patriot and then flying a Nazi flag, because the real Nazis will never do that. They are not C. The real Nazis make sure you do NOTSEE, the NAZI. So I just wanted to clarify that a little bit, because I think right now very few people know what Nazis are, and hopefully that helps.